One thing I really enjoy doing is traveling. Traveling has taught me a lot of life lessons. It's really molded me into who I am today, and it's taught me a lot about my future, not only with my career, but in my lifestyle in general. One place I really love traveling is Tennessee. Not only for Gatlinburg, which is gorgeous with the mountains and the scenery, but as Manchester. It is a place in Tennessee where they hold a music festival every year called Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo is a music festival that you can really express who you want to be, and it's a real eye-opener because every year, if you go every year, it helps you reflect as to who you were before the previous year and who you want to be in the future. It's really something that is an eye-opener, and it helps me come out a lot more peaceful, a lot more open-minded after the 4 days in that festival. And the one thing I always bring whenever I go traveling there is this bag, whether I'm on a plane, in a car, no matter where I travel, this is a necessity, this bag. And in this bag, there's something that represents my past, something that represents my present, and something that represents my future. One thing that represents my past is this. It is a statue, it's a Baltimore Ravens statue, and that's actually where I'm from. I moved from there to here when I was 3 months old. All my family lives up there, and that's something that in the holiday season, in the winter time, we always go visit. I realized I do not like it that much just because it is cold. I love visiting my family. It's a beautiful city, but it's just something that since I was brought out of at such a young age, it's not something that I can see myself living in full time, but it's something that I love going to go do in the winter, visiting my family, and then if there's a Ravens game going on that time, it's something we enjoy doing as well. And something that represents my present is this. It's a picture of my boyfriend. He's riding a four-wheeler. He represents my present. The one thing we really enjoy doing is riding four-wheelers. We're basically inseparable. We've been together only for 9 months, but it's felt a lot longer than that. If you see him, you always see me. He's taught me a lot about myself, and especially a lot of hobbies about myself, something I enjoy doing. Riding four-wheelers, going on a boat, hunting, which is a really big part in his life. It sort of helped and changed my lifestyle into his. And then the one thing that represents my future is this stethoscope. The one thing I've always wanted to do in my life is work in the medical field, whether it's a nurse or anything, working in a doctor's office or a hospital. It has been the one thing, like a lifelong dream of mine. I actually went to Coastal, but realized that tech was an easier route to get into a nursing program and get to what I want to do in my hometown versus having to move to a different medical school. Something I don't know is that I don't know exactly what field I want to be in. I'm just sort of going for the RN, and then once I get there, I can figure out what I want to do in a specific setting at the hospital as pediatrics or etc. That's something that represents my past, something that represents my present, and something that represents my future. One thing I will always suggest is that you should always travel, and it'll help you learn a lot about yourself and a lot about who you're going to be.